especially if you're Swedish, which I am. So, we make our way through this hordes of packs and foes. And before my fellow dear friend Snurren entered my game and interrupted my talk, I was talking about Divinity 2. And what I was going to say was, I strongly recommend you to play the game. It's a role-playing game, yeah, an RPG. It's quite similar to games like World of Warcraft, except it's not online, it's just RPG, not MMO RPG. And it's a really great game. It's a huge, beautiful world, and you get to level up, choose some skills, and it's very good design, great graphics, great story in the gameplay. And if you would like me to, I am probably going to make a playthrough of that game. If you would like to see it, you can check it out on YouTube or something and say, yeah, tell me if you would like me to make a gameplay out of it, because I really enjoyed playing that game. But the reason why my obsessive behavior of exploring and knowing everything kind of made that game hard for me is because there are so many things to do in that game. I mean, there are just a few main quests and then a huge amount of sub-quests and side quests and everything you can imagine. I mean, the game took so long for me to complete. There were so many things I had to do, and secret areas, you know. There are so many secret areas in that game that you are more likely to run into a secret area than a normal area. And also, kind of everywhere on the map where you play, there are, kind of like in Diablo, as you see here, a chest, and over here we have some, maybe some ashes and so on. It's kind of the same thing in Divinity 2, except that in those chests you find a lot of gold and a lot of good items. I mean, you can basically find, if this was a crate in Divinity 2, you could actually find a rare item in it. So basically I had to destroy every single crate and every single barrel and urn and every fucking thing I could find in order to satisfy my addiction to do every single thing. So it was that thing was a horrible experience for me, and I almost gave up sometimes, but I managed to keep going. And yeah, looking back, I could have finished the game in half the time I did. But yeah, and you wouldn't imagine the amount of chests and barrels there are in that game. If you enter a room, there's always like 10 to 15 barrels, and just amazing. But except that, it's still an amazing game. For you those of you who don't know, it's, when I think about it, it's kind of more like Skyrim. It has to do a lot with dragons. Not to spoil anything for you, but you will be able to turn into a dragon, and now you guys might be screaming, "Oh my god, you're spoiling it!" But I'm not, because if you look at any trailer, they directly tell you that you're going to turn into a dragon. I mean, it says in the game description that you can become a dragon, so it's really not a secret I'm unraveling for you. It's just common facts. that you will know 5 minutes after you download the game. And my friend tells me that här är det, which means in Swedish, here it is. So I'm obviously going the absolutely wrong direction, but right now being cornered by a yellow fat gold digging piece of fat. And I have no idea what he's talking about, because that is obviously the wrong way. And I'm not even going to tell him that, because that would just be retarded. So let's, oh, smack it up. Obviously has gotten his sweep attack with bodies exploding when he kills them, which on my barbarian is my favorite attack, and I still use it always, even though I'm level 42, and I use it on all fights except boss fights, because there I use Frenzy, which is far superior. And we have finally found the file crypt level 2. This is kind of the first time that I find it before attempt 3. I mean, there are 3 crypts, and in one of them you get to the next area, and it's almost always the third one for me. But here it was the second one, so we're just going to kill off that fat motherfucker and go to the Chancellors something. I don't care. And oh, come on. Oh, come on. Ah, you got to be fucking kidding me. That weapon is just amazing. I can't use it. Or can I? Well, whippy-doo. I can, but then I got no other attacks, so... Oh... Ah, damn it. I always tend to find the weapons I don't need for my class. If I play on my... Oh my god! When I played on my barbarian on normal, I found if I'd kill a boss and they dropped 3 rare, yellow items, there usually was 1 crossbow, 1 quiver, and that fucking coat you can only use as a demon hunter. I mean, out of 3 things, I would get 3 things that you can only use as a demon hunter. And now that I'm a demon hunter, I only find fucking melee weapons. And I think my friend... Oh, yay. I don't think my friend will need that weapon. He's obviously got some better. And I see now that my gameplay time is going to run out, so I'm obviously going to play some more with my friend today. So I will just pause the recording real quickly, so you won't have a 30-minute episode. So I'll just press F9 twice so that I can keep recording. So I will see you in 2 seconds.